Hello, welcome to YOLO Crypto. If you feel like you can't seem to get yourself going and get yourself motivated, then this video is for you. We all have dreams, right? Everybody has something that they want to pursue and achieve. No, I'm not necessarily talking about interests that are like way far out there. Like I want to be a world-class actor, or I want to make a song that's in the top 10 of the world, or I want to be like a huge famous art. I'm talking about things that you absolutely know you can do, but have not started to take action toward that thing. Even though you know you want it and you know that you can achieve it, okay? If you feel like this might be you, then stay tuned and watch till the end, because I'm going to give you tips to break your current habits and start taking steps towards what you are destined to do, okay? Because I used to be someone that never took action, but I broke free of that, and I want to help you do the same thing, okay? So let's talk about a couple different groups of people. Okay, we have people who work at a job that maybe they don't like, and they would like more money, and they like to have a better job or better status. But on the other hand, they're reasonably comfortable, and most importantly, they don't want to leave the comfort zone and do the work that it requires to achieve more, okay? I'm not talking about those people. This video is not for them, okay? This video is for the other group of people. This group of people doesn't like their current job or their way of life, their living situation, and they want more, okay? Furthermore, they know that they can achieve more, and they actually want to take their future into their own hands and are willing to make the sacrifices to do this. However, okay, these people are hesitant to pursue a better job or better life because of things other than ability, okay? We're talking about things like fear of failure, fear of commitment, fear of embarrassment, etc., okay? This video is for them. If you feel like this is you and you're hesitant to take steps towards your future, then this video is for you, so stay tuned, okay? Let me share some statistics with you, okay, that are going to help kind of put this into perspective in terms of earning, all right? So there's something called the income saturation point. This is the point at which people feel they earn enough and are no longer aggressively striving for more, right? Globally, right, on a global scale, this number is 60,000 to 75,000, and the way they categorize this is where day-to-day happiness peaks, right? So if you're making that much but you're not completely happy, then this video is for you. Okay, the next level you could say is life satisfaction, right? So this is considered more of a long-term well-being feeling, and this number is close to 95,000 per year, which I still feel like if you're making 95,000, you probably want more money. I mean, you're making enough, you're comfortable, and if your life allows you to make more, then I feel like you would want to make more. But what they say is that beyond this, beyond the $95,000 number, additional income doesn't significantly increase happiness, and I don't agree with this, okay? I've personally made much more than that in a year, and I feel like I wanted a lot more money, and I feel like a large number of people would agree with me. The next stat is if you are in the United States, okay, then this number is a little bit higher. It's closer to $100,000 or $120,000 per individual, okay, not per household. More interesting, okay, this is the last one I have for you, is millennials, okay? Millennials want to make $250,000 or more, which is $250,000, to feel like they have enough, okay? And I am a millennial, and I feel like I kind of fit into that range, but even still, $400,000 sounds a lot better than $250,000, right? So I ask you, where do you fall? Okay, comment down below to tell me how much you make, and tell me if it's enough, or if you'd like to make more, and are you trying to make more? Okay. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I'm someone that always knew that I had the ability and the determination to build something great or accomplish something big, but I had confidence issues. Okay, I had issues with failure. I had issues with commitment, and I was always scared to start something or start a business, even though I knew for 100% that I could achieve it. Excuse me. I was like, I know I can do this, and I know I can make the sacrifices to achieve what I want, but I'm scared of what people will think if I fail. So I never committed for 100% or told anybody what I was doing. Then no one can say that I failed, even though I knew that if I didn't quit, then I would succeed in my venture, right? I don't feel that now. Just recently, I've started to pursue my dream, and that's why I started YOLO Crypto. It's still early. This enterprise has only been around for 6 or 7 weeks, but I haven't even started the LLC yet, and this is what I'm going to do with my life, okay? I'm telling you now, I'm going at this 100%, and I'll grow this brand and not give up. An important thing to mention is that I have the funds to be able to take the risk, okay? I have savings and most of the cryptocurrency to live off, so it's not like I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Now, this video is not really going to get into the aspect of having money to do this, because there is ways around that, right? You can tinker some things and move some things around, and there's certainly enough time in the day to pursue your side hustle or pursue your dreams if that is what you want to do, and if you take the steps to do that, and in this video, that is what we're going to talk about. So the question that I pose here is, do you feel this way? Do you feel like you know that you can achieve more and you want to achieve more, but you just haven't done anything about it yet? Okay, if you feel this way, then follow what I'm about to say and get yourself out of your stagnation and start taking action to improve your life. The information I'm about to give is from my own experience, AI algorithms, and my own research and interviews with other people that were like me, okay? So I'm going to give you a list of things that is going to help you get out of your stagnation, okay? Number one is to identify the root of hesitation, okay? For myself, it was fear of failure and fear of commitment, which ultimately stems from caring what people thought about my activities, okay? If I was successful, then I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care what people thought. But if I failed, then it would be the worst and everybody would know. Now, I realize now that no one's really thinking about me. They're concerned with their own life, okay, as crappy as it may be. What changed for me is that I no longer care what people think, okay, whether I fail or not. The first step in your new future is to figure out the root of hesitation, okay? Here are some common ones. Fear of failure, fear of commitment, which reminds you, lack of knowledge, time constraints, financial risk, or self-doubt. Okay, because even though you may be confident in something, you may still have self-doubt, and that was certainly lingering in my life as well. So identify this is going to give you insight to take the steps to climb out of your lacking life. Moving on to number two. Step number two is to adopt a first principles mindset. What does this mean, you ask yourself? So thinking from first principles means breaking down a complex problem into the most fundamental undeniable truths and then reasoning up from there, right? So rather than relying on assumptions and analogies or conventional wisdom. For example, instead of saying starting a business is risky and I might fail, what you might ask is, what do I really need to start and how do I minimize risk? This is a thought process that Elon Musk uses, and it's most notable when he started SpaceX, okay, which is his rocket company. And he just saved those 2 astronauts the other day, which Biden left up there, apparently. So the thought is, well, it must be expensive to build a rocket. Instead, he wrote the stock list and realized that it was not that bad and not that expensive, and they have certainly done so, okay? So breaking your goal into small, logical steps removes emotional hesitation. Moving on to number 3. Step number 3 is to start small, but start now, okay? Start right now. Put down your phone, grab a rake, and come work on my garden. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about some real examples that someone can do, right? Say you want a better job. Then maybe you can apply for 1 job per day, but you don't have to quit your current job yet, right? Or maybe you can spend 10 minutes a day learning a new skill that will help you apply for your dream role, right? Those are some small examples of what you can do. What I do is I study cryptocurrency regulation and crypto projects for hours a day, but I didn't start this way. I'll mention I do this because I want to, and I'm passionate about it, and it interests me, okay? I started doing it for 20 minutes a day. I said, listen, I need to start doing this if I want to pursue cryptocurrency. Started doing 20 minutes a day, and that blossomed, okay? Now, I already know a ton about cryptocurrency, but regardless, what I stress is as time goes on, you want to do more and more because it's my passion. It's amazing how fast you progress by just taking small steps, okay? Let's go over another example. Starting a business. Maybe you want to start as a side hustle before completely quitting your job, okay? Maybe create a minimum viable product, an MVP, instead of waiting for a perfect idea or product you feel like is going to capture the world, right? Another thing to do is to start talking, okay? Talk to 5 people per week in your target audience for feedback. Remember, action beats hesitation. Even tiny progress will build momentum for you, okay? That is important to know. Number 4, okay, is to upgrade your environment. What does this mean? Well, you want to make your environment cater to your future self as opposed to yourself right now, right? Here's some guidelines to help you. Avoid negative people and some people that doubt you in any way, okay, especially your spouse. And if it is your spouse, talk to them. Be like, listen, I'm trying to pursue something different, and your negative attitude is really affecting me, okay? Have a serious conversation with them, okay? Instead, try to surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to do, okay? Join groups and communities. One thing that I did is I joined local Bitcoin and crypto meetups, okay? I instantly met a lot of cool people that I now call friends and started making connections that will help me in the future, okay? That is really big, and I love going to these events, and it's really fun. I met a senator. I met a lot of cool people that are going to help me in my career, okay, in my now cryptocurrency career. Remember that environment is greater than willpower. You want to make your success normal, okay? One thing that people say is surround yourself with people who make more money than you, and as you make more, that will get harder and harder, but that is kind of a guideline to go by. If you're around a bunch of people that are maybe doing drugs or they have no strive to work on the weekend, maybe you want to find a better group of friends, right? Number 5 is to reprogram your mindset with identity shifts, okay? This is something that I use a lot. Instead of saying, I want to start a business, say that I am an entrepreneur and I solve problems, okay? Instead of saying, I hope that I get a better job, say that I'm someone who adds value and gets paid for it. Another way to look at this would be like affirmations, okay? Which is when you look in the mirror and you say something, and bringing your physical body into that statement can help you greatly, okay? Your identity determines your actions, okay? The right mindset makes hard decisions feel normal, okay? Now, what I'll say is at this point, it can be helpful to think about the worst case scenario that can happen. I mean, realistically, what's the worst thing? What you will realize, it is not that bad. Okay, ask yourself, what is the absolute worst thing that could happen? How would I ever recover, right? Most of the time, the worst case scenario isn't even that scary. Think about it, right? If you start a business and you fail, then you simply learn a bunch of stuff and you can try again, right? If you apply for a job and you don't get it, then you can improve your skills and apply again, right? You also might ask your employer why you weren't chosen for that position, right? Remember that fear shrinks when you logically break it down, okay? The last step is number 7, okay? This is to set a deadline. Pick a start date. Must be within 7 to 30 days, okay? We want to get cracking on this shit if you're going to get it done. You can plan and plan and plan and never get anywhere if you don't take action, and I cannot stress that enough. The next thing that I'm going to say is possibly the most important thing that you can do, and that is to create accountability so people know what the fuck you're doing, okay? A great way to do this is to actually post about it on social media. I used to be hesitant and frankly scared to post videos of myself talking on the stream because that would show effort and commitment. And if I got no likes, then people would laugh. Nobody's laughing, and I don't get any likes. Hopefully I will eventually. But how crazy is that? That fear actually put me in a box and prevented me from being myself. And that's why hesitancy is so bad for you if you want to achieve your dreams, right? I feel like if you have a strong desire to be something and you're not pursuing it, then you're doing yourself a great disservice, right? Let me leave you with some final thoughts that I'm sure you can relate to, okay? You do not need permission, okay? It is your life. You do not need permission to pursue what you want to do, right? You don't need to feel ready, okay? In fact, you're never going to feel ready, or you're never going to feel fully prepared to do something. And that's one thing that I realized is with starting a business, with starting to go to the gym, with starting to jog on the weekends, starting fishing, you don't need to know everything about something. You just have to start, and you're going to learn along the way, okay? There's a huge group of people, and I used to be part of this group. It's people that watch a ton of YouTube videos and inspirational stuff and don't do shit, okay? They feel like they're making progress because they might feel like they learned something, and they post motivational quotes on social media maybe, but they never take any action. You don't want to be one of these people, okay? The last thing that I will say on this is you just need to take one step today. Just one step today, okay? It's amazing how fast you can get yourself on track by just starting to take small steps every day, and that momentum will build, your confidence will build, and your experience will build, okay? Just start taking small steps. You owe it to yourself, right? Listen, subscribe if you like the content. I mostly make cryptocurrency content, but I feel like I can offer value in other places, so I will make self-help videos accordingly, right? Please hit the like button if you like the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.